What's up, big soccer heads? I'm Eric Krakauer, and I have the opportunity today to sit with Nuno Santos, one of the 3 new signings that arrived a few months ago in Charlotte. Nuno, antes de mais nada, welcome, bem-vindo. How are you doing?
I'm doing great. After the win, we're all doing great. It's amazing to work after to get the three points, and it's always better to win, and we can have these 2 weeks off with a win in our bag. So.
It's always better to interview a player after a win as well. Well, you brought it up, so let's talk about that win in Chicago. It was a grudge match because Chicago won here at Bank of America Stadium. You come off the bench and you score the equalizer 6 minutes after coming on. Talk me through that moment.
Kalina puts the long ball to Mackenzie, and we all know that Mackenzie is pretty quick. And I believe in him that he could reach the ball before he went out. And I slowly went inside of the box, and I knew that the defenders wouldn't believe that Mackenzie was going to reach that ball. So, and then I put myself in front of the defender. It was a great goal, a great team goal.
When you went on the field, Swiderski had already scored. There had been a disallowed goal. Was there a belief on the bench that a victory was possible?
We always believe until the last minute. That's what we always say in the locker room. From the first whistle to the last whistle, we always believe in ourselves. We work for that win, and we felt inside and outside of the pitch that we could get a win in that game. So in the end, that belief that we had came on our side.
I'm going to take you back to your debut very quickly, which is going to be a little bit of an unpleasant memory because you had such a big moment. You scored the equalizer against Chicago, and then of course there's the winner in the dying embers of that one. You were involved in the play that leads to Cincinnati's second goal, and it kills the game. That's your debut. How did you deal with that moment? Was it easy to forget, or was it something that you had to slowly overcome? How do you bounce back from that?
I mean, that was not the debut that I imagined, and to be in that moment that gave them the 2-0 result was pretty sad. I was angry after the game. I didn't speak to no one. With the help of the team and the group, they put me up real quick. And then what is good in football is that in the bad moments you have always a chance in the next week. So week after week, if you are bad in one week, you have another chance in the other one. So I train really hard, and I bounce back of the mistake. And now I can say the hard work pays off, and I'm happy now that I could help the team in the last game.
Yeah, what a way to bounce back from that moment. Let's rewind a little bit. You're 23 years old. You've played for 2 of the 3 biggest academies in Portugal. You started off at Porto, FC Porto, and then you went to Benfica. You were on loan, Passos de Ferreira, Moreirense before that as well, in Boa Vista. But at 23, perhaps for some people, a move to MLS is unusual. Why MLS, and why Charlotte, and why now?
In this moment of my career, I felt like I had to leave Portugal because I felt that it was the better choice for me. I've been in Portugal the last 3 years playing in the first league, and I wanted to experience another world, another league, another football. And then the Charlotte offer came on, and I felt like the club really wanted me here. So that helped so much in my decision. And MLS is growing, as everybody knows. Young players are coming to this league, like Ricky from Barcelona as
Ricky
well.
Puig, yeah.
Younger players are coming to this league, and I feel this league is growing year after year. That's why I came here. Also, the people from the club talked to me before I came, and that really helped me as well to be able to do the right choice. And now that I'm here, I can say that it was the best choice.
You arrived at the tail end of the season, so towards the end of the season. The visa is something that delayed your arrival. The timing meant that you didn't really have a preseason in Portugal with Benfica. And this is a very physical league. How has the adaptation been, and how much of an obstacle was it not having had a preseason?
Well, I think I'm doing good now. I arrived like 2 months ago, so now I can say that I'm in my best shape. I'm getting better and better after day, obviously, but I'm feeling pretty good now. For a player to know the league that he is in, you have to be inside. You have to be on the court, on the pitch, playing to really feel and to really know how is it inside of the pitch. These last 2 games, not so much minutes inside of the pitch, but I could really see how is it. The more games that I'm gonna play, the more I'm gonna be used to the league.
If you compare MLS to the Primeira Liga in Portugal, which is the top division, what are the biggest differences for you?
I would say that the Portuguese league is more tactical. Here you have a lot of transitions, a lot of attacks, a lot of corners, a lot of chances to score. In Portugal is not so much like that. It's more a building game. One team defending, one team attacking. Obviously you have transitions as well, but not so much as here. You have to adapt yourself to the style of the league that is pretty different than
It's faster here as well, right?
Yeah.
So that plays into it as well. You speak English very well.
I want to speak better.
For you, where did you learn it?
Well, in Portugal we have mandatory classes, so we learn English in the 7th grade, I think. And then we can choose or Spanish or French, and I chose Spanish as well. So I can say that I speak good English and good Spanish. But as I said it before, I want to speak better and better to be fluent, and I'll work on it.
Well, I'm sure, and you're going to have more of these sit-downs as well. Has the Spanish helped you get along with the Spanish players on the team?
Yeah, of course. Also, I had teammates, like English teammates, Spanish teammates, so that also really helped me. And the music, the series, like the videos, YouTube, that all helped me a lot to understand more of the languages.
You've been here for 2 months in Charlotte, very different from Lisbon or Porto. What have you enjoyed about this city? What have you done a lot of?
When I came, I almost broke my neck because I was looking to the buildings. There are a lot of big buildings in this city that we don't have that in Portugal. You know that. But it's a great city. The people. You go on the street, the people smile at you, are kind to you, nice to you when you go to a store, or if you have like a problem with something, you can feel that the people really want to help you, and that for me it's the greatest thing that you can have while you are not in your country, to be able to say that you're not alone, you know. That you are far away from your people, but still you have people to help you when you need.
Yeah, Charlotte is certainly a very welcoming city. Is it your first time in the United States?
Yeah, it is.
So where do you want to visit other places?
Well, I was with the team when we went to LA and New York. We couldn't see so much about the city because we were obviously focused on the game. But yeah, LA. I want to go to Miami for sure.
The big cities.
The big cities. Yeah.
The World Cup is right around the corner. You're Portuguese. You played for the various youth teams. You won an under-19 European Championship with some pretty elite players. In fact, you've played with a number of Portuguese players who are going to be kicking a ball in the World Cup. What are your predictions for the World Cup? Do you think Portugal comes out of a group with Ghana, Uruguay, and South Korea?
We all know that Portugal have always had a great teams, but I think this one now it's really good. Also the individuality of the players, but as a collective, we have a great national team. I think we're gonna go far on the competition, so I'm hoping.
Whom did you model your game after? Who was one of your favorite players that you looked at and you thought, I want to play like him?
When I was little, I used to look at Deco. He was the number 10 from Portugal, half Brazilian, half Portugal.
And he was also at Porto when you were an academy player there as well.
A technique player, like really good passing player. On the final third of the field, he was one of the best. And when I was little, I really looked up to him because I felt like I had the same style as him. So obviously, Deco was my main player.
That's a good choice.
It's really good.
Nuno, thank you so much for sitting down and giving us your time. Good luck for the remainder of the season, and I'm sure we'll be speaking again soon.
Appreciate it. Thank you.